watching Good Morning Columbia, live from Main and Gervais.
Guys, with each twist of the investigation, Detectives Hendricks and Agent Andrews get closer to catching the killer who continues to add up the body count. But in unraveling the case, a conspiracy is uncovered as well. Do I have your attention now? Good. Of course, I'm talking about the new book from local author Mike Gilmore called The VA Medical Center Murders. Good morning, my friend.
Thank you.
So let's talk about this. This is one in a series of books.
That's correct. I have two different series of books. I call this the Sled Investigation.
Right.
And they all take place right here in Columbia or the surrounding territories.
Sure.
And then I also have a political thriller series with a new book coming out in just a few weeks called Korean Pressure.
Korean Pressure.
Yeah.
Now, where are you? Now, obviously, and it took me a minute, I'll be honest, when you sent this to us, I had to read it a couple of times to make sure it wasn't real. I didn't know if it was because it's written with, with real reference to places, so folks in the Midlands can go, I know where that is, and you use Columbia Police and the VA, and I think it's interesting. How do you get inspired?
I just see something that just inspires me.
Right.
The second book in the series is the Capitol Center Murder, which is the building right across the street.
Right.
And you just see something, I see something, and it just gives me an idea of a book. Right. And normally when I write a book, I know where I want to start. I know where the book wants to end. Then I just got to fill in the two spots.
Fill in about, what, 300 and some odd pages, 243 pages of great stuff.
Yeah.
This is really cool. And I find it interesting as well. You're a local author, which I love. And, you're, as we call, self-published as well. And you go through and you're able to produce these books because they come to you. How long does it take you, to write a book?
About 3 months.
That's it, really?
It depends on the amount of research. I mean, when you look at the cover of this particular book, the VA Medical Center Murder, it's not the hospital that you typically think of down there. It's the old buildings. There are 4 very old buildings no longer used on that campus down there. They're absolutely gorgeous buildings, terrific architectural style. They're just going to waste right now. That's the old administration building. Sure. And then off to the right there are 3 what's called barracks. And they're just gorgeous buildings. And when I seen that, I thought there's a story there that I've got to weave something around.
What's your favorite part of the actual the creative process? Is it the idea, or actually just sitting and you get into it at 3 in the morning and you just start?
Oh, it's the typing.
Right.
I have literally been writing a book. And in one book particularly, it was called The Diplomat. Okay. And there's a war going on between China and Vietnam. And in this particular scene, there is a Chinese destroyer chasing a Vietnamese submarine. Right. And as I'm writing the story, I'm getting near the end of the chapter, and there's a torpedo in the water chasing the submarine. Right. And I literally decide at the last minute who wins, the torpedo or the submarine.
So it's just fun for you to write because it's not even there yet.
That's right.
It's almost like reading. It's like choose your own adventure.
I normally start with an outline of the first 25 chapters. Right. But after that, I just let the story go as it develops.
That's great stuff. Mike Gilmore here, local author. This is his new one. It's called the VA Medical Center Murder, a SLED investigative novel. He's also got a couple other books here as well in a series of books. We'll put links for you at abccolumbia.com. Over to Mike if you want to check out his books. Available on Amazon, right?
That's right.
You can get these books and read them. Great read, and it's very cool. We said the local flavor and tie to Columbia is a really cool thing as well.
Thank you.
There you go. If you want, you can go ahead and write a book about, 3 or 4 news anchors at ABC Columbia. That could be your next one.
That might never know.
There you go. Stay with us. It'll be a bestseller, I promise. We're coming back.
Is your air conditioner not keeping